Puta Madre Brothers there with their track Para Su Madre. And Anto from the band joins me on the line now. Hi, Anto.
Hi, Nicole. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine. Thanks for taking the time to chat.
That's a pleasure.
So, Puta Madre Brothers have just returned from an extensive European tour. You guys played 39 shows in 44 days. Is that right?
Yeah, that was actually at the start of the year.
Yeah. Oh.
And then we came back and played some shows, and then we went back over there to Europe and played some festivals,
Okay.
fish farms in France.
So 2 European tours in 1 year. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Were there any highlights for you?
Probably the carbon footprint we've been putting on the earth by doing it.
How does your name go down in Spanish-speaking countries?
Yeah, well, we haven't played in Spain or Portugal or anywhere as yet, but the French people speak Spanish, and they were pretty fine about it.
Well, that's good.
The most trouble we get with our band name is in Tasmania.
What kind of trouble do you get?
We get people quite offended. We've got a couple of serial pests there when we play in Hobart who come to our shows and stand at the front of the stage giving us the bird.
Melbourne audiences are much warmer, I presume?
Yeah. Melbourne's always fun. Gets a bit aggressive sometimes, but that's kind of, we invite that as long as nobody gets really hurt.
We just heard your new track, Para Su Madre. What's the song about?
That's a song about falling in love with your wife's mother behind her back, and basically having to tell your wife that you're filing for divorce because you want to marry her mother.
Now, is there any experience in this song, or is it fictional?
It's the most pathetically sincere song that we've written. It's no indication of the next album at all, really. There probably is some kind of experience like that somewhere in the band. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to divulge whose experience it is. But.
Okay. You mentioned a new album. When is it set for release? Have you been working on it for a while now?
Yeah, we recorded it after the first European tour this year. So we recorded it in April and May. So it's sort of just sitting there, being battered and warming up. It'll probably be released in February. In Australia.
Excellent. And is there any surprises for us on this album?
Yeah, there's lots. There's lots of hip hop on it.
Hip hop.
It's heavily inspired by Cypress Hill.
I don't believe you, Anto.
Yeah, which is partially because of where we recorded it, which was in a marijuana den somewhere in St. Albans. So, yeah, it's faster than Cypress Hill, but it's just as mean.
Puta Madre Brothers go hip hop. I still don't know if I believe you.
Yeah, well, no, it's actually true. Like, it is inspired by Cypress Hill, but there's not actually any rapping or rhyming on it. There's a little bit, but it's pretty pathetic. But it's kind of it's less like the last album was pretty sort of soul, like straight 50s funk or something, and this is a bit more kind of breakbeat and grindcore mariachi.
Well, I'm very interested to hear the new album. I can't wait till February. You'll be launching the new single, Para Su Madre, at Cherry Bar this Thursday as part of the Melbourne Music Week live music safari. The Melbourne Music Week's incredible. There's been so many great events happening over the last week. How did you come to be involved with the festival?
That's to do with the mafia we've got backing us, probably. I have no idea, actually, but I think, we DJed, 2 of us DJed at it last year in the city square. We did the really horrible DJ set. Nobody liked it, but somehow they wanted us back to do a real show.
You guys have a pretty excellent live show. For listeners who are unfamiliar with Puta Madre Brothers, what's the live setup like?
Way too many drums on stage, because the three of us all play drums. Quite a few too many guitars as well, because we all play guitars. We all band at the same time. There's probably going to be some fireworks tomorrow night, and some corn chips. There'll be free corn chips for everyone somehow. And we just look disgraceful and just make everybody party until they're on the floor.
Well,
in a mess.
Puta Madre Brothers are the world's biggest one-man band. And last time I chatted with you guys, it was on my regular program, Local and General, before your album launched, the last album. And you guys told everyone you were going to have live chickens roaming the venue, which upset a few listeners. So hopefully you won't have anything that extreme in store for the show this Thursday.
Hopefully not. Maybe we're taming it down in our old age.
Just
I'm not
corn
sure,
chips.
but there'll be something similar. Maybe there'll be a horse this time.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll string up a horse and blow it up or something. I don't know.
Okay. That's better than covering everybody in chicken feathers like you did at the last show.
So, Jeff, the RSPCA will be calling you again in 5 minutes after that comment.
Listeners at home, the Puta Madre Brothers did not have any live chickens at their last album launch, despite what they led us to believe. So we can go down to Cherry this Thursday night to see Puta Madre Brothers launch Para Su Madre as part of Melbourne Music Week. It's free entry. Anto, are there any supports on the night?
Blue Bottles are supporting Who's, which is a side project of Eagle and the Worm, which I can't tell you much about, but I'm sure they're going to be amazing if they're anything like Eagle and the Worm.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much, Anto. I look forward to hearing more of the album.
It'll be coming your way.